explode, like it was coming from somewhere else. I believe it always does originally come from somewhere else, but we have to find it and unlock it from within. Does this mean we all have the next Paul Simon, William Shakespeare, or Michelangelo hidden deep inside us? All we have to do is set a match to our lives, quit our jobs, and retire to an attic room in a monastery while humankind awaits the eighth wonder of the world masterpiece? No. Jennifer is clear that your blue flame could change many times throughout your life, and it might be something small, like arranging flowers for your friends and neighbors, or something big, like taking your 6 kids and husband on a self-produced national stand-up comedy tour. I know, right? But the point is, do it. God gave us a beautiful, incredible gift when He made us. When other people give you a gift, do you say, "Gee, thanks, but let me hide this away under an ugly bushel basket right in front of you"? No. We put our gifts to good use, even though that might take us out of our comfort zone. And then we write a thank you note. In this case, the thank you note is blessing someone else with your blue flame. And if you're Jennifer Fulwiler, you are going to double bless. In this book, she uses her own blue flame to light up everyone else's. That's a pretty intense flame. Jeannie Gaffigan.
Chapter 1. You Can Come Alive. My friend slid into the chair across from me at my favorite rooftop restaurant in New York City. Immediately, she leaned forward and said, "What happened to you?" I laughed. "Good to see you, too." "You are not the same person as the last time I saw you," she said. She was right. A decade earlier, she'd stopped by my suburban Texas home back when I had 3 children under age 3. I'd forgotten that she was coming over, so I didn't do that thing where I shove all our messes under beds and into closets to give people a completely false impression of the way we live. A raggedy pile of dolls that had recently been given haircuts by a toddler covered a large, years-old stain on the living room carpet. A pile of electronic toys sat lifelessly because their batteries hadn't been changed in a year. There were crusty plates on the table from dinner the night before. The kids had woken up early from naps and immediately started fighting. As I cleared the table to get them snacks, I knocked an open jug of grape juice off the counter. After the purple liquid splattered all over my jeans, the counters, the chairs, and then pooled around my feet, there was a moment of ominous silence. Then I lost it. Lost it. I yelled, I babbled, I was on the brink of tears as I shouted into the ether about how ineffective and hopeless my life was. This reaction to the juice explosion was an explosion of my own pent-up frustration that had been building for a long time. I felt a little more lost and aimless with every passing week. Some days I felt like I was failing in every single area of life. So when moments like this spill happened, I'd often end up having a mini breakdown because I was already walking around in such a fragile state. Unfortunately, this friend of mine witnessed this particular episode. In the middle of my mad woman's soliloquy, I looked up and saw her standing in the living room. My 3-year-old had seen her approaching the house and let her in when she knocked, which I didn't hear because I was yelling at the paper towel rack. So when this same friend recently sat across from me at a rooftop restaurant when we both found ourselves in New York City for work, I understood why she started the conversation by asking what had happened to me. "I'm looking at the person you are today, and your life is so different from when I saw you back then. You are so different," she said. She thought out loud about what had changed. Now I had a job as a daily talk radio host on a national network, which is why I was in New York. I had an opportunity to interview someone I'd admired for years, so I'd come to town to do it in person. Listeners of my radio show often invited me to do speaking engagements, which allowed me to meet fascinating people all over the country. I'd fulfilled my childhood dream of becoming a published author. Most recently, I'd become a stand-up comedian. I was about to head out on a national stand-up comedy tour that my husband and I produced ourselves. The kids were even more excited about all of this than I was, since they often got to travel with me. Oh, and I'd kept having babies, too. I was now a mother of 6. Most importantly, however, was the change in my mentality. I felt powerful instead of powerless.